Hello everybody, this is pt.7 and welcome back to some more Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path Turnabout, or the Imprisoned Turnabout. In the previous episode, we had finished up our conversation with Dogan, who apparently knows Edgeworth, one of the first, well, Edgeworth while he was still in his Von Calmer days. He's a very special prisoner, and today we are going to examine the holding cell of Rook. So if you like what you see, leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to me if you haven't already. And share with your friends so they can enjoy this one themselves. I'm not able to concentrate today, apparently. The reflection in the mirror. Ah, it's a security camera. A great thief's arch enemy. I guess they don't take too kindly to thieves here. There's no reason for a detention center to be kind to thieves. God! I would like you to check the footage on the security camera. If you find any problems, report it to me at once. Understood, sir! Oops. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Something seems off? The floor here is clean. Was it mopped recently? Seems strange that the area in front of the bed has been wiped clean. What do we have in logic? Just that, right? Yep. Taurus nightly suit. According to the results of my investigation, what did you find out? A man who looks good in a suit leaves a more favorable impression with the ladies. Ah! Next time I investigate men who look good in frills. Please don't bother. This newspaper is missing a few pages. They appear to be torn out. Why would someone tear out the pages from a newspaper? Maybe they used it to clean the cell instead of a rag? Clean the cell? Quite possible. Logic! Not that I trust myself. The floor here is clean. It was probably wiped down with something. Did someone spill grape juice here? I don't know exactly what was wiped away, but I can imagine what was used to wipe it. It's very likely that it's torn up newspaper. Couldn't he have asked one of the guys if he could borrow a cleaning rag? Perhaps it was something he didn't want the guards to see. There's a note here. Windows with iron bars. There are no signs of tampering. It doesn't look like the criminal could have escaped through here. What if these iron bars are removable? Let me inspect them for future reference. Okay, now's not the time for that. We're in the middle of investigation. It's not as dirty as they thought it would be. And the toilet paper shows no signs of being used. Looks like there are no problems with the toilets. There's a huge problem. What's the problem? It's totally awkward having the toilet out in the open like that. They need to think more about the end user. This facility wasn't designed with the spirit of service in mind. I won't rest until I've expected blah 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 blah. Oh. Hello, what is this? Ah, there's something on the desk. It seems to be some kind of memo. Let's take a closer look. Is this spot somehow connected with evidence I hold? Eureka! This piece of evidence does not do anything of the sort. Mm. This is chess notation. It was probably the victims. What's chess notation? It's a memo that records the position of the piece on the board. This is a good match. My next move would be pawn... No, actually before that. Mr. Edgeworth, there's no time to be playing chess. You're right. The positions of the chess pieces recorded in this memo. I feel like I've seen something similar before. I should take a closer look at the evidence I collected. Is this spot somehow connected? Well, it's one of two things. Eureka! The chess notation. I've seen it before. You're still thinking about chess. Focus on the investigation. Focus! Chess is quite important to this investigation. Sorry. Oh god. Okay, have a look at this. Are these chess pieces from Dogen's cell? I don't know much about the rules of chess. The rules of chess are not important here. Look at the positions of the chess pieces in this memo and the pieces in Dogen's cell. Do you notice anything? Ah! I don't know anything about the different chess pieces, but if you flip the board around, the position of the chess pieces are completely the same. Yes, although the memo doesn't include the Cerberus chess piece. The positions of the other chess pieces are identical. What's going on here? I always play correspondence chess. This might be hard to believe, but Dogen's chess opponent was... Are you saying that he was playing against Mr. Knightley? With this, we now have the evidence to link Dogen with the victim. Investigation complete. Boop. So this is what turned up in our investigation. Seems we found a major connection between the victim and Dogen. What's happened? The security camera recorded something terrible. What? Can you let me see it? Of course, sir. I'll have a portable playback device right here. Let me see it right away. This is... The black thing got to be that doggy, right? To this point, I thought the murder took place inside the prison. But it appears I was mistaken. The place where Knightley was attacked was right here in the holding cell. Take that! It was a detention center. And furthermore, he was attacked by Dogen's dog. This is decisive evidence. If Knightley was killed in this room, then this piece of evidence we found in the cell takes on a whole new meaning. Oh, okay. Take that! For some reason, someone wiped the floor clean. It's possible that they were wiping away the bloodstains. Thank you for your hard work. While I have your attention, may I ask for one more favor? What would that be? Should there be a detective by the name of Dick Gumshoe in the detention center of the prison? I would like you to give him a message. Tell him to check this room for traces of blood and give the results to me. Yes, sir! They should corner that old coot. No, not yet. We still don't know how Knightley and the dog moved here to the prison. That's true, but once we figure that out... Where should we check out next, Miss Edgeworth? The guards here might know something about the murder. Let's see if we can learn any new details from them. March 28, 2:15 p.m. Detention Center. Hallway. Alright, let's continue our... Ah! Sorry to intrude. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor and the little lady, fancy meeting you here. This man is Shilong Lang, an Interpol agent. About 2 weeks ago, he was in charge of investigating one of my cases. I would have thought he'd returned to his native country or Zhengfa by now. Agent Lang, what brings you here? Some boring work. Nothing you need to know about. On top of a black dog, we meet a black wolf. Huh? You came alone today, Agent Lang? Usually, he'd have a huge police force with him. Mr. Prosecutor, seems you've been busy these past few days. Past few days? Is she referring to the incident with the Zhengfa president? I would have thought she would have been involved in his security too. Ha! A president doesn't even trust his own country's police force. Look at the results of hiring a private security company. It's laughable. Agent Lang doesn't trust prosecutors or the courts. That's why. He brings along a large force of capable policemen to thoroughly investigate the crime scene. Yes, and if you and your subordinates might have been there, the results might have been different. My subordinates, huh? They're no longer with me. They're not with you? Funny, looks like I'm a real lone wolf now. Agent Lang, just what happened exactly? Didn't I tell you? It's nothing you need to know about. Well, I'll be seeing you, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Lang, I wonder what happened. Yes, it troubles me too, but there's nothing we can do about it for now. Okay, let us continue with our own investigation. Got it. First, let's ask those guards a few questions. How long have we been recording for? Wow. This is a difficult case. What's wrong? Is there something troubling you? Sir, one of my uniforms has gone missing, but I'm certain that I placed it in this locker. Maybe the uniform grew legs and walked off somewhere. What kind of logic is that? In any case, I wish you the best in your search. I'll be rooting for you. Yes, thank you for your support. Stolen uniform is actually a part of the... Oh yeah, now I know why. Okay. You there, have you seen a black dog around here? Of course not. If I'd actually seen it, I wouldn't be standing around so carefree. Did something happen with that doggy? Okay, let's not press this matter any further. So Dogan's dog didn't come by the detention center. Mr. Shields, where did you go? Where indeed? I've been searching for you guys this whole time. Walking all around the prison is hard work, you know? That's strange, seeing as you came from the opposite direction. I've got some new information. You want to hear it? Do you? He should change the subject quickly. I heard a little something from the guards. Seems Knightley caused a bit of an incident 2 days ago. An incident? You know how Simon said he came to visit Knightley, right? After the visit, when Knightley returned to his cell. Naturally, a guard escorted Knightley back to his cell, while the guard was unlocking his handcuffs. All of a sudden, Knightley struck the guard and knocked him out. Seems he was going to attempt a jailbreak. By the time the other guards arrived, the key to his cell had disappeared. But there's been no reports of Knightley's jailbreak attempt 2 days ago. Exactly. Strange, isn't it? Right up until his death, he was sitting still in his cell. What's more, Knightley claimed he never stole the key in the first place. In fact, they searched his cell, and the key was nowhere to be found. Did the guard who was struck have anything to say? No one knows. He was taken to the hospital and he was still unconscious. He's still there now, it seems. So in the end, we still don't know what happened. That voice. Oh no! Go away! Go away!
What are you still doing here, hanging around?
There's a little higher voice.
What are you still doing here, hanging around?
Well, you see, this is my assistant.
Are you here to object to our investigation and make me into a laughingstock?
Sebastian, I believe obstruct is the word you're looking for. In a way, I think his expression was apt. A pleasure to meeting you again, Judge Courtney. I know, you are Simon Keyes' defense attorney, are you not? Well then, let's skip the formalities and celebrate our happy reunion with a hug. Hit him over the head. Or maybe not. Incidentally, I heard you mention an assistant a moment ago.
Yeah, we're assistants at the Edgeworth law offices.
Prosecutors are civil servants. To open a side business is to betray the goddess of law. As long as profit is not our objective, there shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, that's it. Miles is a volunteer worker. The purpose of my office is to make money. We're pro bono. What a wonderful heart you have, defending others without demanding payment. I do have an amazing charitable heart. More importantly, I'd like you to explain your reasons for arresting Simon Keyes. There's no need to...
Is that a challenge against me?
No, I was speaking with Judge Courtney.
I guess it can't be helped. If you want to take on the best, you'll fall like the rest.
I haven't said anything yet. But this is convenient. Then I will hear you out. What were your reasonings for arresting Mr. Keyes? I see no need to inform you.
Just watch, Justine. Watch as I run in circles around this useless prosecutor.
I think you mean run circles around me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Prepare yourselves, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ugh. Alright, let's take him down.
So, you want to know my reason for arresting that man? The answer is simple. Yes, we found traces of that guy over there. How's that? Perfectly simple and perfectly decisive, right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best.
How am I supposed to go about pressing that?
How's that? Got nothing to say. Speechless in my presence.
This guy sure talks a lot. So, you're the one who arrested Mr. Keyes, I take it. Mr. Debeste, do you have the right to do such a thing?
Well, obviously, it was the police who carried out the arrest. But, since it was under my direction, shouldn't it also count as my arrest?
As I expected. It'd be difficult to deal with both of them at the same time. However, her silence is troubling me. Just what is he thinking?
So you want to know my reason for arresting that man? The answer is simple, yes, we found traces of that guy over there.
What traces? Hold it! That guy, over there? That's certainly vague.
Well, don't they say, the best hears one thing and understands 10.
You're just being lazy. Explain it more clearly. Sebastian, if it's alright with you, would you please explain them in more detail? I'm sure that everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
Alright, if you insist, Justine. We discovered that. Perhaps you didn't know, but the victim carried a chessboard with him. From it, we found that Simon Keyes' fingerprints.
Well done, Sebastian. I bless you on behalf of the Goddess of Law. Please amend your testimony. Are you alright with that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes.
The victim carried a chessboard. From it, we found Simon Keyes' fingerprints.
Let's see. Belonged to Knightley. Simon brought it to him as a request.
How's that? Perfectly simple, perfectly decisive, right? Of course, I was the first to notice it because I'm the best. I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. First one to notice. Do you have any proof? I noticed it very instant I saw the crime scene. Faster than the speed of light, that's the best kind of proof. And what does that prove? Ahaha! You still don't understand. But don't feel too bad. You're simply not the best like me. I don't think I want to understand. What is he saying? It really is vague and hard to understand. First, I'll have to teach him how to speak a language people can understand. Teach him, Mr. Yes, I do. Hold it. Let's get one thing clear. You do know who you arrested, right? What? Do you take me for a fool? The one I arrested was Simon Keyes. No doubt about it. I expect you to at least understand that much. Obviously, we had a fatal reason for arresting Simon. Hold it! Really? That's quite a surprise. So what is this fatal reason for the arrest? Are you attempting to lure information out of me through flattery? A good strategy, but I'm afraid it won't work on me. We have found vital evidence implicating Simon Keyes. That's what Sebastian was trying to say. Yes, because of this fatal evidence, I was arrested. The victim carried around. Hold it! What's perfectly simple and decisive is how flimsy your testimony is. What are you saying? You just can't keep up with my train of thought. It may be presumptuous of me, but allow me to explain. The fingerprints found at the crime scene belong to the guards and the prisoners, and the only ones that should not have existed belong to Simon Keyes. Yes, exactly. Do you get it now, Mr. Edgeworth? The real question is, do you get it? The other prints belong to the victim and the guards. Yes. No, it's... Oh, shit. If there are other fingerprints, then there should be more suspects. Ahaha! I'm afraid that's not possible. And why is that? Certainly, if not for Simon Keyes' prints, there would have been more suspects. However, his fingerprints should not have existed. That's right. After all, Simon is neither a prisoner nor a guard, so naturally he wouldn't have been allowed into the prison. And yet his fingerprints, he left his fingerprints. I think that's enough reason for an arrest, wouldn't you say? Yes, well done, Justine. You're welcome. You know, for supporting you throughout this entire argument. I'm sorry, but, guess what? They should have been there. Objection! Excuse me? Yeah. Victim and the guards, just only Simon's prints are unnatural. It's not unnatural. Hold it. Do you realize that the light year is not a measure of time? Oh? Sebastian, a light year is a unit of distance. Oh, right. What? This isn't the time for this. What is he saying? Oh, okay. Hold it. Surely it wasn't you who discovered the fingerprints. Hey, I'm just a prosecutor, aren't I? I leave that stuff to the forensics team. These fingerprints could be a problem, but wasn't the chessboard originally... Maybe I should take another look. Oh, okay, it's this statement. Okay, well, God... Ugh. I keep pressing the wrong button. Stop it! Stop! Ugh. R X. There we go. Objection.
Fingerprints found on the chessboard. Is that your ace up your sleeve? Ace in my sleeve? Oh, ace up my sleeve? Yes, the methods I use are always the best. This ace is my trump card. Well, allow me to show you that it is not, in fact, a trump card at all. Simon Keyes was the one who sent this chessboard to the victim in the first place, so it's only natural some of his prints would be left on it. There it is. Ah! That took way too long. These fingerprints are hardly decisive evidence. Perhaps your arrest was a little too rash. Rash? To begin with, this incident occurred in the detention center and the prison. To suspect Simon is just because he isn't a prisoner of God is a little unreasonable. Ah! What? What's with them all of a sudden? Wahaha! I finally get what you're trying to say. Rash? You mean we were too quick to arrest the guy, right? Was he stuck on that? First, sure, I was first to lay eyes on him. I was the first to notice the evidence. That was even faster. But I am not rash. Sure, Simon Keyes isn't a guard or prisoner, but... Overruled! Sebastian. Just Courtney. Well, what are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that. Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, you and your words on the suspect are interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? The best part? Why don't you tell them about your wonderful reasoning regarding the murder weapon? Good one, Justine. Nice suggestion. Mr. Edgeworth, listen to my first-rate reasoning. Objection! Will this reasoning explain why you arrested Mr. Keyes? I'm sure it will meet your expectations. Just Courtney just changed the flow of the conversation. Just what is she planning? Well, we're gonna find out what she's planning next time, because we're out of time for today. So, in the next episode of Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path, the Imprisoned Turnabout, we're going to find out what the Best has to say about the murder weapon's location. I will see you guys later.